Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So if that's the type of content you enjoy, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. Today's video is going to be a trying new makeup video as well as a collective haul. There's been quite a few new products to launch over the past week or two. So we're going to do a haul of those products and then jump right into trying them out. So if you want to see what I got to show you, then keep on watching. So we are going to start off with the haul. First up is from Ulta. Now Ulta is still having their skin sale, their Love Your Skin sale, where every day they have a couple skincare brands usually that's marked 50% off. So yesterday, or either the day before yesterday, was the Clinique Moisture Surge that was 50% off. So I did pick up one of these. I used up a travel size, like a deluxe travel size, and I found that it was the perfect moisturizer to put on before my makeup. So especially if I'm sitting down to film for you guys, or even some days where I'm going to do my skincare and then put makeup on immediately, this one dries so quick that I found it to be so perfect. I do like other moisturizers to use before makeup, but with those I like to wait at least 30 minutes to an hour before I go in with my makeup. So those are more so for the days that I'm not going to be putting on makeup straight away. So this will sit right here on the makeup tray. Next up is Sephora. So there have been quite a few new makeup launches over the past week or two, so I wanted to check out some of those. Sol de Janeiro has launched the Delicia Drench body butter, and Durant is the one who put me onto this. I'll put his channel right there for you guys to check out, but y'all, this smells so good. He recommended it on his channel, and the way he talked about it, I really wanted to get my hands on it. On top of that, I went straight to the store and smelled it. The moisture level is amazing, and the smell is very soft and sweet and vanillic. It's really pretty. So let me open. So this is the mini size, or I don't know if it's mini, but it's the smaller size. It comes in two different sizes, and I have a couple more body butters on the way, so I wanted to try the small one first. So as you can see, y'all, it's not going anywhere. It's like super thick. Oh, it smells like a warm cake. Y'all, it smells so good. So you mostly get like vanilla cake from it. Super thick and highly moisturizing, like thick. This is almost giving like that moisture level of the Fenty body creams, but the difference in this one, you can feel the moisture in like a water way. Not that it's watery at all, but it almost, like it says, drench. You feel like your skin has just taken a huge glass of water in. As to the Fenty body butters, they are actually oils. So they're creamy, and as you rub it into the skin, it turns into a shiny oil. This one, you don't get that sheen, but you definitely feel that extra hydration. This is probably the best smelling Sol de Janeiro lotion that I've smelled before. A lip liner. I did pick up a Anastasia lip liner. This one's in the shade Malt, which is supposed to be a rich brown. Swatch it. So yeah, it's just a rich, beautiful brown. And I'm gonna compare it to the Limitless Brown Pencil from Makeup Forever, which is like my go-to. So that's the difference. The one from Anastasia has more red in it, and the Limitless Brown one is more cool. Keeping with that same Anastasia energy, they have launched a brow freeze gel. Now, I've bought their brow freeze before that comes in the pan, but they have it in like a wand type thing like the Refi one does, and most of the other brow gel products come in nowadays. So this is what it looks like. It's giving chic. It's one of those soft matte textures, and it has that gold writing like Anastasia in gold. Feels really soft to the touch. One of those aesthetic packages like we all love. And here's the wand. So coming out of the actual tube, it looks like can you see, like almost slimy. Picked up a Sephora brand pencil sharpener because the pencil sharpener that I've been using for like the past year and a half, all of a sudden now when I sharpen my pencil, it sort of messes my pencils up. So I'm like, okay, she needs to be laid to rest. So this is my first time trying the sharpener from Sephora collection, and it has a big side and a small side. So Huda Beauty has launched her powders in the peach pie shade, and it's sort of going viral, you guys. So if you don't know, her powders do come in a loose form and in a compact. So I picked up the loose powder, in the shade Peach Pie. So this is what it looks like. And then I also got the pressed powder in Peach Pie. Last year was like the year of everybody launching pink powders. So this year might be the year of peach. Let's see. So that's what it looks like. And then we'll compare the way it looks with the cherry blossom cake. So cherry blossom cake and then peach pie. So it's a little bit of a difference. And last from Sephora are some products that aren't new, but they're new to me. So these are the Hourglass Unreal lip glosses. Y'all, I was waiting around. This was the day I was picking up the new Fenty products, and they were in the back pulling the stuff out of the boxes. So I'm just kind of killing time, and I see these lip glosses from Hourglass, and it just really caught my eye. Let me show you guys why. If you've tried the Hourglass lip glosses, comment down below, and first of all, let me know why you haven't put me on yet, because I didn't really know about them. So, okay, wow, it comes with directions in every language imaginable. Is saying avoid your eyes, but look at this. I thought this was so beautiful. This is in the shade Cosmic Unreal. It's a beautiful pink, and it just has different color shimmers in there. I hope this camera is picking up the shimmers, because that's really what got me. And then I got the color Solar. Now this is more so frosty, not shimmery, but the beautiful frost in there. It has like peachy orange tones and gold tones in there as well. And hopefully it picks it up, because me looking at it looks a lot more profound than what I feel like the camera is actually picking up. So okay, so speaking of Hourglass, they have launched some new lip liners. Now I'm not sure if the lip liners are in Sephora yet, maybe Sephora online, but I ordered from Hourglass when they launched about a week ago. The level of protection that Hourglass put on these lip liners is unreal. My goodness, did y'all see that? Okay, so these are the Hourglass Shape and Sculpt lip liners. It's a new product. So this one's in the shade Silhouette. Wow. So I wish I would have known this before I bought the sharpener. So it comes with an actual sharpener, and it says Hourglass in gold at the bottom. So Silhouette is the almost like burgundy light color. So that's Silhouette. This one is Candid, also comes with a sharpener. And so Candid is supposed to be a chocolate brown. Let's put it right next to it. So it's more so like a reddish brown. I see like a mauve like undertone under there. So it's not as rich and deep as some of the browns that I typically go to. Well, I'm not even going to say that, because Cork is like a medium tone, but something about this is giving a different undertone. And last, I stopped by the MAC store to just get a couple items. I actually just went for Cork, and you guys, if y'all saw the last time I used Cork, my Cork was like this little, and I just keep trying to get more out of it. So I picked up Cork, which is an iconic lip liner at this point from MAC. It's the perfect medium tone brown. If you want a brown that's not necessarily like a deep dark brown, you want like a medium shade that looks great with the super light nudes or the pastel pinks or the light pinks, this is perfect. Gives you a natural lip line. So let's swatch Cork right here. Yep, so Cork is here. It's more of a cool tone medium brown versus the Hourglass one. See how it looks more reddish now that it's up against Cork. This one's Universal Earth from Makeup Forever. I want to see how it compares. I'll put it right here to the Hourglass one. Okay, so Universal Earth is almost like a true reddish brown. It's more brown in the Hourglass one than this, which is what I wanted. So it's actually perfect. This is a shade that I don't own. So I think that might actually be something different, you know, because every time you get a lip liner, you don't necessarily want the same shade of brown or the same shade of like a richer mauve. So it gives something different. And then last, I got some wipes. This is the MAC Gently Off Wipes that has micellar water in it. And this is the 80 pack. Usually when I get the MAC wipes, I get the regular black and white. This one is like a soft pink shade that has the micellar water in it that's supposed to be more gentle. So we'll see. This is the first time I've actually used this particular type of wipe from MAC. That's it for the haul. Let's go into trying some of these products out. So this is the Dior Forever Glow Veil Primer. This was in my January makeup tray. Actually, let me try the wipes out to get this off of my hand. When I pull one out, it's almost like it's fizzing up like bubbles. Yep, almost like soap on here. So let's see, just wiping it, wipe. Okay. So this is one that you'll have to put a lot more elbow grease. They told me at MAC that this takes off a lot more than the regular one, but I think the regular one might be better for me but you know what? And other people say the opposite, but micellar water in anything does not really take off much for me ever in any product. And I know some people say it's better, it takes off more than others, but I find it almost so gentle that you have to put elbow grease into it. And like, I don't like to have to wipe this hard. With my Neutrogena wipes, it just really takes off, almost instantly. And this primer does give you like a glowy veil underneath your foundation, but it does help to extend the wear of your makeup too. So don't think because it's glowy that it won't be long lasting, because this one does help your makeup to last as well. For foundation, I'm going to use my Fenty Eavesdrop foundation. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the new Fenty Beauty concealer, the We're Even concealer. It's a hydrating concealer. I do have a full review up of this if you want to click on that link to check it out. But I wanted to test this out further. I got the shade 390C. The shade that's one shade lighter than this is actually 400N, which almost pretty much blends in with my skin tone. On the actual review, I used one of these to blend out the concealer. So today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use my Sephora number 71 brush for one eye. Such an easy to blend product. And then I'm going to use a sponge for this side, and keep in mind you'll always get more coverage with a brush than a sponge because the sponge is going to soak up a little bit of the product. I'm going to apply a little bit of cream bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, and keep in mind every single thing that I use in every video along with the shade that I'm wearing or using is always linked in the description box. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the bronzer. So let's test out these powders. For the powder, I am going to use one of these little puffs. We'll try the Easy Bake and Snatch pressed powder first, shade Peach Pie. Now the pressed powder does contain a little bit more mica in it, so it's going to be a bit more reflective, meaning it's not going to be as matte as the loose powder, but it's not like shimmery or anything like that. That's what the pressed form looks like. So now let's go in with the loose powder in Peach Pie, and I'm going to use a clean puff. It's fragrant. The powder is fragrant. It smells like a high-end designer store. So in the loose powder with Peach Pie, it looks more subtle. It's not as bright. Yeah, the pressed is a little bit more brightening. And this is just initial impressions. I haven't read about any of the products yet, so it may be formulated to be brightening for the pressed. I'm not sure. But this is the difference between the pressed in Peach Pie and the loose powder in Peach Pie. Let's try a little layering. I'm going to take a little bit of the pressed and just put it in the inner corner of the loose powder just for brightening. So on top, it does give very smooth. Just the pressed, and then we have the loose with the pressed just in the inner corner, just to test out some options. So let me try putting a little bit of the loose on top of the pressed. I really like the loose on top of the pressed best. Something about it looks a little smoother than this side, but comment down below, let me know what you guys are thinking, because oftentimes I'll say that looking in the mirror, and when I go back to edit, I'm like, no, I actually like the other one better, So comment down below, let me know what y'all are thinking. So let's try out the new Anastasia brow freeze. So one side it has thicker bristles where it's more space between them, and then when you turn the brush the other way, the bristles are much tighter together. So we'll use the big part to sort of get through the brow, and you can really feel it getting in there to like roughly get the product in there, and then turn it on the tight side to sort of get your shape. Yeah, you can feel it. It feels like a fine, super fine tooth comb. The brush is very impressive on here. You can feel it. So let's try rolling it down. This is usually how I do my brows. After the gel starts to set, I like to take a spoolie and just kind of flatten it out. That way everything is laying just the way I want it to. So out of my favorite brow gels, this one feels softer than those. It feels like a very soft hold. This one dries to a clear, almost like a sheen. There's no sort of flaking or anything at all. So let me try out, this is a e.l.f. blush in the shade, this is their new liquid camo blush. This one's in the shade Very Well. And I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand because these are really pigmented. Yeah, that is pigmented, y'all. Take some off of the brush. So a very tiny bit of this goes a super long way. Like a drop basically did this. This is a lot, jeez. So let me take my foundation brush and try to soften that up. Yeah, these blushes, y'all, will probably last years. Like, I feel like they might be more pigmented than the Rare Beauty because I've heard people comparing them as like dupes. I feel like on this side is sort of breaking up the foundation, or maybe that brush was too stiff, but it's almost like starting to come up and like a little patchy there. Right here is starting to sort of peel. So I'm thinking the Dior primer doesn't really agree with the Fenty skin tint. Maybe some of the ingredients in there, because that skin tint is packed with skincare, and so is this. So let's try the Hourglass Lippy. This one is in the shade Candid, which was the brown shade. Now I love to smudge a lip line. So let's see if you can smudge this one. So this one sets extremely fast. I probably had to smudge as I go. So this one is like the Charlotte Tilbury one, which once you put it on and it sets, that's done. It doesn't give you that much playtime. So let's see if I could do a little. Okay. So yeah, this is one that when I apply it, I have to do like a section and then smudge. But I like the shade. So if you're one that likes to smudge your liner, keep in mind the new Hourglass, it doesn't really give you that much playtime at all. Now Hourglass has launched a new lipstick, I want to say. I'm not sure if it's a new lipstick formula. I think it's new shades to their existed like sort of soft matte. I wish I'd have picked some up, but I didn't know about it at the time. So what we're gonna do is try out, I wonder, should we try, let's try Solar. Can you imagine the reflection of this like in the spring or the summer? I like how kind of wide and soft the wand, the applicator is. 90s vibes. My mom used to wear in the 90s. My mom used to wear these frosted lipsticks with brown liner. Very much 90s. Okay, so let me put the finishing touches to this look and we'll come back and discuss some of the products. Okay, so I'm back. I tried to balance the look as much as I could. Sometimes you just never know trying so many new products. So these two products together is probably a no. We found that the Dior Forever Glow Veil mixed with the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint just sort of flakes up on each other. It may be the combination of so much skincare. e.l.f.'s new Camo Liquid Blushes, super pigmented. A very tiny bit goes the longest way. The Anastasia Freeze Gel, really good. I actually really like this. I'm a brow gel girly. I just really love trying out new brow gels. This one gives you a really clear canvas, unlike some brow gels sort of get white or sticky or leave a residue. This has no residue and it dries completely clear with almost like a slight sheen to it that you can see straight through. The Huda powders, I do like both of the powders. I've tried the loose powder and the pressed powder before, but I have them in different shades. So it works the same, although I feel like I like the shade of the peach better than I did her pink shade. It just works best for me. Peach loose powder gives very subtle In the press form, it sort of brightens. I will say that I like the layering combo of laying down the pressed powder first with the loose on top. To me, it just gives a little bit more flawless complexion that way, which I've heard that before. I've heard people say that they sort of set with the press and then go over with the loose, but I like the way it lays on the skin best that way with these two. The Hourglass pencils. Pigmented, beautiful colors that I don't own. I love that about these pencils. I do prefer to smudge out my lip line, and with this one, it doesn't give you enough playtime. You would have to do a section at a time in order to blend it the way I like it blended. The lip glosses, I'll have to play around with them a little bit more to see how I truly feel about them, and I do want to try them on top of other maybe lipstick or liquid lip products to see if it sort of stands out a little bit more that way. So comment down below, let me know if you've tried any of these products yet. How do you wear them? What do you think about them? Every single thing that I use today will be linked down below in the description box, including the shades I wear, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars.